Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie. It's time for Record Keeper, and it's that time of the season again for banner review. But before we get to the banner review, I have literally 9 minutes to jump over here and slam 25 Mithril into this lucky draw phase 3. My usual strategy is closing my eyes, but we're on a bit of a time limit here. Fuck it. Also, V-Prisoner's here. Hey.
Yo, what's up? You know mashing through it is just going to make your luck tank, you know that, right?
Exactly, that's why I don't do it. That's why I don't even look. The not looking was actually based on, one time I did a 11 draw on Opera Omnia, and hit the button and walked away, and came back, and I got like 3 5-stars.
We all have our own sort of whack-ass rituals that we do to make sure that we get maximum luck.
I mean, Ty's one for Puzzles and Dragons is insisting that you get better luck if you are taking a shit while you are... Hey, what the fuck? Yeah! Weird that, huh? Well, that one's a dupe.
But
I think those last two are new, though. At the very least. I didn't catch entirely what that bow was.
what are the two ones?
Alright. Perseus bow. Which is Maria. Hello.
Maria USB, hell yeah. You got some serious earth magic in your corner.
Yep, that is Hungry Cast. That's what I like to say. Conductor, we know what that is, but that's a dupe. Shapeshifter. Hello, Nine. You exist, I suppose.
You know, truth be told, that is actually his best functioning relic.
Yeah.
I was about to say USB. Relic, period.
Hi, Golvez.
That has a lot of problems, and his Ultra is not one of them.
Hi, Golvez. For my dark team, which will probably end up being Magic.
Oh, what? Did you get his Ultra or Chain?
His Ultra.
Oh, cool. It's a really weird one. It's meant to be comboed with his old role, which no longer really exists, but hey, Golbez can't die ever, so, you know, there's an avenue for that.
Okay. Well, I got that in. And there's my luck for the entire fest, by the way.
Well, I mean, you could just tether it to mine. We could just enforce Era of Blood, just sort of, like, do it together.
But time to get into the meat of this stream, so I'm going to reduce the volume of this thing fully. I'm going to... Ooh, you know what? Real quick. Let me, see if I can get this jerry rigged in. Oh, I do actually just have one. Look at that. I got one ready to go from last time I did one of these.
Nice.
Alright. I'm gonna hit this music button right here. Alright. Hello. Welcome to the full-on banner review. We're jumping right into it.
I'm here to help him, apparently.
Yep. Because I look at this, and you apparently have access to a way to figure this out. Just capture my mouse, it should be.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
what is essentially all of Enleer trapped in the Discord bot.
Nice. I might have to transfer that to my Discord at some point. But either way, I forget what the theme of this fest was. Was it just cool USBs?
Yeah, I think it was just cool USBs. Didn't seem to be a whole lot to it. It's just like, well, there are elements. They exist. And Banner 1 itself is rather scattershot and kind of actually wins points in my book for its diversity, but, you know, we'll get to that.
So the first one on here is an Onion Knight USB, or Arcane. Like, honestly, I can't tell just looking at this. So we got Onion Knight first up. Is this his Dubcast?
The hat is his Arcane.
That's
it's a
his
plus
arcane.
water hat.
Okay.
So that's 3 single wind, water, fire, and earth attacks.
Right.
That's actually...
He's Magic Bartz.
Yeah, he's Magic Bartz. I was going to say that's actually a good fit for him because Onion Knight has a lot of other things that he would rather be doing to start the fight with, so having him use this as a finisher rather than yet another thing that he has to do in between setting up is a pretty nice get.
Oh, did somebody actually get a relic discussion thing up really fast?
Uh-oh. Yep, there it is. That's the one I'm using.
Okay.
Thank you, Foozle.
Okay. Yeah, rad. Oh, is this...
Were you seriously using the image art PNG that I gave you?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Well, fuck. Well, pissed. Give me a hot second here. Alright, if I hit this one, and then hit this... Oh, god damn it. I hate new Reddit so much.
I was doing that, we aren't going to load this page because it was technically part of old Reddit, just by being a new thread thing.
No, it's whenever they... Because whoever does the links and stuff does new Reddit.
Whack.
Yeah. Oh, hello, that page is just right there. Alright, so if I move this... Got banners, spreadsheet, YouTube, pictures... Oh, gotta make a new one.
Kite, a hot second implies energy. It means that you're raring to get back to the action, but you're gonna have to step out just a bit. Cold second means whatever. There's time.
I think I want window capture. I think that's how I do this. Banners. The second. Holy shit, Steelblade, thank you for the bits. And also for using that charity hashtag. And then fit the screen, and there we go. Okay, rad. Alright, let's hop into banner 1.
Okay, so we already took care of Onion ASB, so moving on to Tyro USB 4.
Motherfucker, they use... God damn it. Okay, you know what? You you fucking win, new Reddit. I give to make this stream move along at a better pace. There we go. Okay. Onion Arcane. We did that.
Yep.
Tyro USB.
Good Arcane plus Water Hat.
Yeah, plus Water Hat. Tyro USB 4?
Yes, this one is a bit of an interesting one. It gives everybody haste and a 50% crit rate, gives Tyro triple casting speed and the status Judge's Apocrypha, which is a crit chance ramp to all allies for 15 seconds. Every time he uses a support ability, everybody's crit rate jumps up by 10%.
And that stacks at 100%.
Yeah, that stacks as 100. Yep, yeah, just give the entire party 100% crit rate. Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
That ain't busted as hell.
That's alright. Obviously, it's way more lean towards physical teams than anything else.
It also really, really wants you to use Tyro as an interest battery, but you could use breakdowns or full break or affliction break on him instead, you know.
Yeah.
That works.
Maybe not as super useful in like 4-star and 3-star Magicites, but breaks are realer on 5 stars.
And also, I do appreciate the high quick cast on it as well, because it lets him jug a wall. A lot of what Tyro does kind of really wants him to jug a wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, overall, it makes Tyro... you know what I think I would love about this? If it was the Chaser worked on support and dancer abilities. Because I usually run Tyro more as a dancer.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. they kind of want to pigeonhole him into a role that they look at popularity ranks or whatever, and they're just like, oh, okay, that's the role that people use him most. But we use him for Dancer too, so that would work. Whatever.
Next up on this list is Y'shtola's Secret of the Lily, which is the Brave. Her first USB 1.
Yeah, like, this is... Holy shit, Y'shtola got an actual USB. This is an instant Curago with magical high quick cast 3. That's a triple casting speed of all magical spells for 3 turns, and gives her a Brave mode, and her level 3 Brave is a party-wide Cura with Guts.
Yeah, which is... Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Just and consider the fact that this starts now. Brave start at 2. So that's one triple cast speed, instant. Is it an instant Brave command?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you'll instantly get that first like Curata. Let's be honest here, off, and then you'll Last Stand, and then another instant, and then I guess 2 slower casts, and by then. Hey, maybe somebody has lost their last stand, you can just fire off another one, or you can cap everybody off health-wise.
What makes this especially dumb is a lot of people immediately see see how it mirrors Eris USB 2, because Eris does the same sort of thing, but for physical teams, but white magic is magic, and since this gives magical high quick cast, Y'shtola has no problem just cycling this shit over and over again. It gets real out of hand real quick.
Also... a thought. You could run her as a DPS maybe with this.
Absolutely. This also stacks with Allegra Con Moto since it's high cast 3, not just quick cast 3.
Yeah, and due to when we got these banners out and everything, a lot of people are posting in chat. We are literally reviewing this first banner as the banner drops.
Yeah, they cut it real close. We were worried.
Yeah. So, anyway, I think that one's pretty alright as far as healers go. Next
Absolutely.
up is Cloud's Arcane, which is an Arcane out of 10.
Yeah, +1 sword. Those are still very uncommon, so that's a good thing for Cloud to have.
Moving on, Sage Unleashed. It's 10 Wind, Water, Fire, Earth. EX Light's Wisdom, which I think is just Chaser.
It's a magic buff that also chases any fire, earth, water, or wind magic with a 5-hit chaser on the element that you cast.
Also non-elemental, though. I can't remember... Did they ever end up making Bartz's non-elemental as well?
They might have given it a non-elemental chaser, but I believe that it still procs off of those 4 elements.
Right.
But, yeah, this is Onion Knight's first... actually... Probably one of his very few aggressive SPs. Usually, Onion has a lot of buffs that he wants to just immediately fire off at the start of battle. This one you can sort of sit on because Onion's becoming your DPS with this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, BSB was pretty good DPS when it first launched.
Yeah, I mean, you could at least cycle with that shit, and it really kind of says a lot about how Onion Knight has been handling his physical side with this push into magic, because, like, this shit is evergreen. His dive is 35% double cast Celerity and double cast Black Magic, 2 different LMs. And magic is, well, you can just take that shit most anywhere.
Yeah. The dive is a little pigeonholing his physical side of it. That was the one thing I didn't like about it, was because he gets combat celerity, support.
Well, celerity at the very least is not a dead end. You can still make some stuff happen with celerity.
Yeah. But anyway, that's going more in-depth character analysis. This Soul Break is great. As I said earlier when we were talking about the Arcane, it makes him Magic Bartz.
It's also a plus water light armor.
Which I'll take.
Yeah, it's nice that they are trying to make sure that his equipment covers the rarer elements in the field, so yeah.
Next up is Divine Veil Grimoire, which I don't really think we have to say much more than that.
Yep, it's Wall, Protect, Shell, Haste. Standard, it is probably the best defensive buffing suite in the game right now. You can just bring Tyro all sorts of places with this thing.
I've honestly started thinking about with my approach to 5-star Magicite. Is there a way I can like get Tyro in there so I don't have to worry about protecting Shell?
Yeah, probably. Like, I bring Tyro and Alara to most of my Magicite teams unless they need something really weird.
Oh, that's a good point. Continue.
Oh, no. I was just saying, like, slot economy is very, very important, which is why you see so many Mighty Guards these days.
Yes.
And so, having Wall, which is already, and unfortunately very sort of mandatory-ish thing, with Protect, Shell, and Haste means your defensive troubles are essentially over. They're all slotted into one bar of Soul Break.
Chat pointed out something, and thank you to, I'm going to get a name here, Zane Zero, who did point out, because we're moving on from there, it's down here, but we are in that category now. This list does not have Cloud's Glint on it.
Ah, yes. That's a very good point. Thank you for that. I can tell you right off the bat, though, Cloud's Glint is 6 instant wind non-elemental attacks and gives the user stacking in element in wind.
Yep,
Pretty nice.
I'm a big fan of stacking in element.
Yeah, and it fits Cloud to a T. Like, instead of getting the high quick cast that a lot of other in element glints get, he just gets the extra attack, which means like he's not losing tempo on this one. It's still an attack that he is doing in between taking a break from Raging Quad Strike or whatever.
Glint-wise, next up is Soul of Onion, which is honestly a fantastic name for anything.
There's a lot of layers in that joke.
Weakness hits increase 30% damage, and cast speed ×3 for 2 casts. It's your standard like caster Glint, but that weakness hit.
Yeah, the weakness boost is really choice because it fits Onion's diversity in just about any field, physical or magical. We were talking about celerity before. He can easily use this with celerity as well as black magic. There are plenty of ways he can utilize this glint.
Yeah, if you're running a wind or lightning team, that can pay off. I think this is Tyro's first glint, which is cleansing.
Yes, it is.
Cleansing Grimoire. Party-wide Asuna with a 2k HP shield.
Hey, how much do you like Enkidu?
Yeah, here's Enkidu, except you don't feel shitty when you use it at max health.
Yeah. I mean, it is very situational because it's just an Asuna, but at the same time, 2,000 reserve HP is always nice to have. And, like, yeah, when you want an Enkidu, Tyro is there.
Chat points out something really choice, and this, I knew there was fucking something else I was forgetting. The Onion Knight
Ninja.
Yeah, the Onion Knight Ninja. So he's got darkness, earth, and water covered as well, physical.
That is such a diverse glint. I love it a lot. Thank you for that, Kite. Anyway, yeah, like, there's not really much more to say about Tyro's glint. It's Enkidu, only you don't have to bring Enkidu.
You can bring... you can bring Unicorn now.
I guess. Yeah, that's probably how it's going to work out. Like, if you are bringing Tyro's Glint to a place, you are very likely wanting to bring an Astra to a place.
Ishtol's Glint, Divine Benison, I'm going to say that's pronounced. It is Shell Haste and High Regen instantly.
Yeah, I'll take an instant Ethereal Pulse minus the Protect with half a bar.
Yeah, I guess she can always have the Protect on her second ability, so she can cover you completely that way.
Yeah, this is, again, this is slot economy at work here. Very nice to just have all of that stuff shoved into Soul Break territory instead of having to use one of your ability slots.
It's solid.
Yeah, it does work.
I don't know if I've ever used Dr. Mog's teachings or Mako's might on somebody for a glint before?
Well, it's more like it's anti-dispel tech more than anything.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, when you put it that way, yeah, alright, yeah, this is really good. With how often that comes up and having to time that bullshit. Does Ultimate Weapon dispel?
I don't actually know if he does, but at the same time,
Does
it's like
he slows?
He slows. Okay, yeah. So that's
Okay.
where that glint goes into play in that fight.
And I think he might sap as well.
High region again.
Yeah.
There's that.
All right.
That it makes it look like Torment Bait, but at the same time, it's still very solid anti-dispel tech across the board. To be real.
Okay. And then we can fire out these LMRs. Onion gets magical power, which is when using a rod, black magic boost 25%. It's fine.
Yeah, that's he already gets double cast off of dive, and he is a generalist, so this is probably the best LMR for him in the damage category. Of course, there's also Nom de Guerre.
Yeah,
That's useful for his buffing side.
Yep. Now, I have that. No, I don't have that. Wait, yes, I do. Wait. I might have that.
Hey, Schrodinger, you want to give me a little bit more info on this?
It's good. Because obviously, as we've stated before, he only just got his first actual DPS move. He is mostly a buff boy.
He's mostly, yeah. A lot of his soul breaks you want to fire off at the start of the fight anyway, so that works perfectly for him.
Yep. Archival Secrets, which is the Keepers.
Yep,
is
exactly the same.
Same thing.
Same sort of deal.
Yeah. And getting his buffs off immediately, and also, again, running him as a dancer, you can generally get that God Wall off and then a dance before the enemy attacks.
Tyro just kind of lives and dies by wall. Also, his dive, very, very good for wall, as a matter of fact. 10 extra seconds on wall makes all the difference in the world in some fights.
I might have to look into that.
Finally, we have Cloud's LMR, one of his better ones, Double Cast Wind. Good.
Yep, solid. Alright, so yeah, overall, it's a sort of...
Generalist banner.
Yeah, when you said it's a mixed bag, I can kind of see that now. It's mainly buffs, with a bit of wind DPS with Cloud mixed in there, and then the Onion, who just does everything.
Yeah, I think, honestly, it's Cloud that's the odd man out for this setup, because it really feels like it is just supposed to be covering as many bases as possible. This is where you get, like, all of your generalist tech to help you in as many fights as possible.
Yeah. It's actually... Like, the interesting thing here is there's so much support on this banner, but literally every item for the Onion Knight on this is leaned more towards this offensive stuff.
Which, yeah, they're hyping as a type of support because of a, you know, massive elemental coverage and all that.
But yeah, I don't know. I think this banner's fine. When I pull on this at the end of the stream, I will really be hoping I hit that Onion USB. That I love my good boy, and I want something new for him.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what I'd be hoping for, but I already have Cloud's Arcane, and that's really about, you know, yeah.
Okay. Let me do a bit of shuffling here. And we'll hop over to Banner 2. Which appears to be Earth-based.
Yeah, definitely a much more narrow slot we got here.
Okay. So, top of it, we got Chosen of the Fey March, which is a light armor that is water boosting for Rydia. Arcane, past and future, it is 3 overflow, water, earth, holy hits.
Yo, Rydia, shoutouts to hitting a bunch of really rare magic elements. Water, earth, and holy you don't see very often at all, and really you can build Rydia for all 3 of those elements, even if she has only an elements for 2.
As always, I think the basic summary, aside from the fact that it is sort of hitting multiple things, is, you know, Arcane out 10.
Yeah, we also like to stress that multipliers never get taxed on Arcanes, regardless of how many elements they have, because you're only using it once. There's no need to tax that. Plus water light armor as well.
Up next is Rydia USB, Raging Giant. 10 single Earth, and Earth. Cast speed ×2 for 15 seconds, and Brave Overflow type that goes off of Summon Magic, I believe, and then she gets an Ether at the end.
Yeah, Smart Ether 1, so just 1 Ether. That's still very handy for a class that generally only gets 6 uses per ability slot.
Yeah. I can, There's not really much more to say about that. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, it's just very strong summon. Earth. Yeah. She's back in Earth with a vengeance.
And as stated, Earth is one of those rarer magic types. I think we have her, Maria,
Renoa.
Wait, Renoa?
Red 13. Renoa. She has Braves in both Earth and Ice.
Huh.
And also an Arcane that hits Earth and Ice. And also a Glint that is Black Magic.
Alright. Okay, yeah. But, speaking of Red, I think Red's Ultra is new here.
Yes, it is.
Which is them still trying to push Red towards Earth Magic.
Not necessarily hard. They did give him the magic buff, and fortunately Black 6 is not hampered by any weird class mode bullshit. This is 10 single Earth attacks to one target, and gives everybody Earth Thorns and instant cast 1.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's fine. And also Red 13's kit allows him to juggle any other Soul Break that you may have with him a lot more effectively.
Him being able to Wrath, and if you're using him as a buff boy on top of this, isn't too bad. Which, speaking of which, of him as a buff boy, Red, right down here, has the Earth Magic Chain 2.0.
It's the Magic Chain 2.0.
Not really any more to say about that. Chains are great, they will boost your damage, and the Magic Chains are some of the only sources of 50% magic boost. Actually,
I think the only... Well, go on.
No, I was going to correct myself and say I actually think the only source of 50% magic boost.
Yeah, that's new chains only. Also, I was just going to say, Red 13 has some... The equipment issues are starting to come up because I don't see any plus Earth on these hair clips. The only other things that he gets are fists and daggers.
Yeah.
That might come up in the future. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, apparently, according to this little blurb right here, in addition to this banner, is Bart's with his Arcane.
Technically Earth.
Technically
Among
Earth.
other things.
Crystal and Focus, which is 3 overflow hits that do wind, water, fire, and earth damage.
He has elements in all 4 of those elements, and really, Bart has a lot of ways that he can boost this up, so good for him. Also, plus wind dagger. Even if you have absolutely nothing else for Bart's, Thieves will love that shit.
I believe only synergy.
No, it is natural plus wind.
Okay.
I have it.
Yeah, then it's not. Yeah. It's not on this little list right here. I'll take that, though.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Tifa's Arcane, which is 3 overflow earth hits.
Arcane out of 10.
Arcane
Tifa
out of
does
10.
work with it. Notable for the plus Earth Fist.
I definitely have some characters that are on my Earth team that would like that.
Yeah, I usually use... yeah, Mini Lots has a good point. I usually use Rude's Burst for my monks because his is a plus Earth Fist. Anyway.
Moving on to the glints, we have Rydia, which is Secret of the Mists, Self...
You're going into like the 90s Minion voice with that one.
I'm going into like...
to tell you more about Rydia, boss?
I'm going into like the 90s hot tip video that just mispronounces the names.
Ra.
Rue from Streets. Secrets of the Mist, which is self-rank boost summon and magic cast time ×3 for 15 seconds.
I believe that's all magic cast time. I will check real quick.
Yeah, I don't see a specification here, which would be rad.
Magical high quick cast, fuck yeah. Literally anything.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah.
Obviously, built to be comboed into summon magic, but if you have her running, like, I don't know, chain quick on the side, there you go. If she runs out of her titans, there you go.
Yeah.
Did they ever add a 6-star Earth magic or Earth summon?
No, I don't believe they did.
Yeah, I think a lot of those 6-star summons that they have been adding are to fix the problems with summons, because it's Leviathan, which only had Ogopogo up until now, which sucks. Valfor, which they only had Tiamat, which sucks. And then Ifrit, because Ifrit didn't even have a 5-star.
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah, I can see that. I was thinking about just like, man, fire magic has way too many options for Ifrit to even get ground. But yeah, I can see that absolutely. Also, Yuno was kind enough to pull some strings and get them to make a 4-star holy summon. So hope is over the hill for that one.
Mm-hmm. Man, when are they ever gonna like? They should just need to remove the restrictions on magic for Tiamat and Ogopogo. There's literally no reason for those to exist anymore.
Yeah, they lowered it. It should just not be there.
It should just not be there. Anyway, moving on to Bart's Glint Master Spellblade, which is self-rank boost for Spellblade and Spellblade cast time ×3 for 15 seconds.
It's dumb as hell.
It's his Glint without the chaser.
Yeah,
not Glint, USB. It's his USB without the chaser.
Believe me when I say this is automatic diving material, just the Glint alone. He gets up to some stupid shit with this. Plus Fire Bangle as well.
Yeah, I'll take that. Tifa's Glint, Zangan's Enlightenment, which is self-rank... okay, that's a typo. Self-rank boost, I'm going to say Monk. Cast speed ×2 for 15 seconds. Is stacks? What?
This stacks. So here's the thing. Tifa also gets up to some really stupid shit with this because, for one, that cast speed is completely untyped, so she can cycle just about anything. Her own soul breaks, roaming warriors, you name it. Also, this gets up to cast speed ×6 if you use the Glint 3 times. The Monk rank boost does not stack, the casting speed does. And she also gets quick cast cycle on her dive. Tifa's mighty fast.
Yeah, alright, that's stupid.
Oh, and just so you know, the time on the casting speed buff, it resets because they are different IDs, which means that they stack with all sorts of casting speed sources, but they're basically just like replacing it with a new buff that is better instead of just stacking it, so you don't have to worry about the first charge running out or anything like that.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, it's real dumb.
Moving on, we have her burst, Rolling Blaze, which is just 8 single hits with Imperil Earth. There's a reason that there's no commands listed here. Actually, it's because they're down here. But, oh, actually, they're not. Yeah, you know.
Did we mention bursts are on their way out the door?
Yeah, you don't use bursts for the commands, like, ever anymore, unless your name is Sid Reigns.
The one thing I will say is that Command 2 gives her a self 50% crit rate, which can be handy if you don't have any other sources of crit or you're running a largely hybrid team. It makes her a little bit more self-sufficient. But, you know, this is a burst through and through. Gets you in Peril Earth. It gives her the self-crit. That's about it.
I forget. Is Quetzalcoatl like particularly tanky that this Imperial Earth would be really useful?
Yes, absolutely, because he gets, in Savage mode, he increases his damage resistance by like 33%.
Alright, okay. Firing out the Elmar so fast, Rydia gets start in Earth. That's fine.
Yeah, that's good. Immaculate Spirit, which is in water for her, also good.
I saw like Rydia on here again for a second, and I was like, wait, what? I didn't even notice that was the in water one. Yeah, that one may be a little out of place on this banner.
Yeah, I guess it's just because Rydia's there.
Yeah.
Which, like, Rydia doesn't have any water tech on here, but whatever.
Does she have any water tech?
Yes, she does. She has 2 water USBs. Okay. One of them is a party buff, and the other one is a DPS chaser thing. Just
making sure that I can't keep track of everything.
Glenn is also water tech. Thank you, many lots.
Alright. Long Live Race for red, which is double cast black. Yeah.
Because he's Earth Magic now, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And Tifa's, which is a Earth boosting light armor. Friendly fighter, which is in Earth.
Yeah, also very nice.
Yep. All in all, it's a fantastic Earth banner.
Yeah.
If you're lucky enough to pull on here and you get something for Bart's, even more so.
I really don't see anything that I dislike on it.
Nope.
Even the burst, we've made a good statement for it.
Mm-hmm. It has its uses. Does she have heavy?
No, she does not.
Okay. Okay.
She's all monk.
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna make a argument for, like, even if you don't want to run her as monk, you could run her as heavy, which would be very useful for that fight, but if she doesn't have heavy, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all around a really solid banner, and even with, like, Rydia's stuff and Bart's stuff, there's a little mixture that you can, like, bring them to other things with their multi-element hits. Which, like, diversity, I feel like, is the name of the game at this point.
Yeah, being able to push a character into as many roles as possible. Arcanes with multiple elements are always a little bit iffy, because if the character does not have in elements or any sort of sufficient boosting for their elemental damage, it's very hard to get that number up, unless you have, like, a chain or some other bullshit going on.
And that can sometimes cause a problem with the 5-star Magicite, where you actually need them to, break the damage cap.
But glass half full, 4 different elements, 4 possible avenues for solutions.
Exactly. Moving on to banner 3. Uh-oh. Okay. Yep. I was trying to do something tricky, and I had my my pages mixed up.
I don't get to see any of the bullshit that you get up to, and I don't know if I want to.
Okay. We're here. Alara. Hello.
Hey, it's her USB 2.
Yeah. Instant Kiraga. Augment critical damage. I guess it's like a 50% boost. All critical.
Yeah, it's a 50% crit damage boost.
Yeah, which, for reference, what that really means is instead of your crits doing 50% extra damage, they're doing 100% extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
And self-cast speed. Self-cast speed times 2 for 15. Well, okay. I hate the way that they word this. Wait, does she get cast speed times 2 for 15 seconds, or does she get...
She gets cast speed times 2 for 15 seconds.
Okay.
So, funny story about this one. It was mentioned in one of the MVP letters that some things were being shuffled around in the banners. Ilara was supposed to be on the same banner as Tyro, and if you take a look at what her USB 2 is supposed to be doing, it's very obvious why.
Yeah, it kind of fights for the same role that Tyro does.
Yeah. Kind of makes you want to pull on both banners. Yeah, whatever. We're not getting into that. Still very useful on its own. Definitely, like, her USB 1 is the belle of the ball, but this is still going to do some really good work in physical teams.
Like, and don't get us wrong, and I'm not saying you better pull on both banners, because don't. That's an unhealthy thought process, says the guy who's going to pull on both banners. if you get these two USBs working in tandem, it is quite ridiculous. With Tyro handing off increased crit rate and Alara handing off increased crit damage. They are clearly meant to work in tandem.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so
Cecil, Crystal Vanguard. It's 10 single holy hits, Party Last Stand, Self Knight Boost 30%, and Brave, which is a...
one sec, let me get the better info for this.
Yeah, because it says combo type.
Boop. Okay, there we go. His Brave is at level 3. He does 7 single attacks that gives HP stock 4,000 to everybody. I really, really love the direction that they are taking Knights, where instead of drawing aggro and everything and just trying to salvage Sentinel, which is probably never going to happen again, they are instead trying to circumvent it by having Knights off-heal everybody.
Yeah, how in Record Keeper, where taunting and magic lore is extremely fake, except for the once every month it comes up, I still have the Knight roll defend your party, and it's by off-healing or giving them shields.
Yeah, like, that was a big problem with Knights. As it was before, they were just basically a source of holy damage at the end of the day. Now they at least have a lot of defensive or supportive utility, and there is nobody who is exemplifying this better than Paladin Cecil, and God bless him for it.
Following up, actually, this might be the strongest argument for this banner. There's 2 fucking chains on this banner.
There's 2 fucking good holy chains on this banner.
Yeah, I call this banner 2 chains. Song of Hope is the Magic Holy 2.0 chain, with the caveat of being a Mag Mind 30 instead of Mag 30, because white mages are real.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure that they cover all bases, and honestly, given the way that they handled Doom with Golbez, I was not going to be surprised if they just went with Mag plus 50% and were lazy as hell about it, but this was a very kind gesture. Also, Edward, of all people, and it actually makes a lot of sense, because Edward's soul breaks are generally for buffing mages. He's very good at supporting magic teams.
The wild thing, and I feel like people forget, is his BSB is a 50% attack boost with...
Yeah, it's probably the only, like, magic thing. It's probably, like, the only physical support thingo that he's got. Most of his other stuff is, like, largely toward magic teams.
That's fair. Edward's always been, like, the pure support boy, though, and always a buffer, never... and like a stat buffer, never like protect or shell or anything like that, and has always been more of an offensive stat boy, so this makes way more sense for him.
Also, he has a Legro Con Moto, which will combo nicely into this, etc., etc. Edward is just very good at barding.
Yes. Bring the bard boy, he do the bard stuff. Following that up is Rasmo with the Physical Holy Chain. It's a Physical Holy Chain 2.0, and with Rasmo getting his Magic 5 boost, and this festival bringing about the 6-star Knight move. Did I say Magic 5? Knight 5. And this festival bringing around the Knight 6-star move. Yeah.
Ramza just kind of stumbled into the Knight role because they had to give him Knight because of the Holy Chain thing. But besides doing that, his versatility as a buff boy in the past allows him to easily juggle this and many of the other bullshit that he gets up to. So, very potent combos to be had here.
I mean, personally, and this kind of gets in character development sort of things anyway, I think it's whack because it makes his dive less useful. But
yeah, it kind of does, actually. At least he gets to have the attack buff for 10 extra seconds, I guess.
Yeah, the attack buff will outlast the chain. Anyway.
Actually, you know what? I will go all glass half full on this whole situation, because, like, the dive will help him juggle his other buffs that aren't chains. So it ends up working.
Following that up, back into Ultra Town, Edward. Yeah, I mean, nope, yep, that's how it's. I'm sorry, I just became aware that it is labeled music here, and yeah, I guess in the game code that's probably how it's labeled.
Yeah.
Hero's Rhyme, as you said, it is a Mag Mine resistance 30%, haste, and magic cast speed ×2 for 2 casts for the entire party.
So Edward's Ultra here is essentially a clone of Onion's Sage USB, with the exception that the reason why it is magical cast speed ×2 for 2 turns instead of 3 turns is because Edward's a bard. He has Allegro con modo. He needs something that will stack with Allegro con modo.
Also, while we're comparing this to Onion USB, a little bit more defensive because he has resistance and the Onion doesn't. Wait, the Onion does. Well, fuck.
The Onion just kind of does everything, dog.
Yeah.
Except barding.
But the other thing that this doesn't have is it doesn't give the, which it wouldn't work for Edward, so that's why. But it doesn't give the black magic boost.
Yeah, which, like, again, that's on Edward and not, Onion, so it'd be worthless.
Ed would have been able to use it, but like it could have given it like a bard boost or something like that.
And truth be told, bard does have protect and shell.
Though, does magic cast speed work for bard abilities?
I
don't think it does. I don't think they're classified as magic.
Yeah, that's a kind of a shame. It would be a little bit busted if they were able to do that, because then you just get into an increasingly quick, self-sufficient feedback loop.
Yep. Either way, all things aside, great way to set up your magic team.
This one's actually kind of old, but it's still very useful.
Following that up, we have Celis's Glorious Blade, which is 3 overflow strikes of Holy, Ice, and Wind. And she hasn't been Wind before. Does her US... Hold up.
She wants to use Snow Spell Strike a bunch, so it hits Ice and Wind.
Yes, okay.
That's why.
I was going to say, I don't think her USB hits Wind.
Oh, here's another thing. The only N-element that she has is Holy.
On her BSB.
It's kind of a weird arcane because, again, we get that whole generalist thing where if you don't have high enough self-sufficient element boosting stuff on you, then you're going to run into problems doing damage, but the generalist part of it means that you have more options, so if you have to have any sort of good party support for Ice or Wind, and Holy just kind of flavor, honestly, Celeste is going to do some good work with this.
Yep, and as an aside, Cutting in the chat points out, this sword is apparently an ice booster. Okay, good. I didn't know... Fuck. Some of the types actually say that it's a plus element, and then some don't. I kind of have to play this by ear on some cases. Yep, I mean, I'll take that. Yeah. Alright, which brings us to the Glints. Magica Plus for Alara is an instant party-wide cure. You know what? Fine, I'll take it. Gets to the point. It'll keep the party up and running without her having to cast a full-on thing. Yeah, it's just basically a panic button that can be used in many, many more situations. You'll easily get a half bar more often than you will like a full bar in order to fix things. Rune Knight's Ambition for Celis is for 2 turns. Crit rate is 100%, and your cast speed is ×3. This one can actually combo with more things than you'd think. People often turn up their nose on the auto crit thing just because they're like, oh, it's just supposed to combo into our arcane and nothing else. Well, like, there are other things that Celeste can do, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's a glint, so consider getting your USB off into the glint, and then you have 4 hits of instant crit. Because she has Hungry Cast. Which, considering that her dive is getting more Soul Break meter when hitting a weakness, that's not too hard to pull off. Yeah, like, I think that Celeste can pull this off a little bit easier than, say, Edgar because of that whole thing where she can just gain meter to combo into other stuff. Next up, we have a Holy Boosting Bangle for Paladin Cecil. Saintly Force, which is just Party Stock 2k, and it seems to say just Self in Holy. Is that not stacking in Holy?
It is not stacking in Holy because you get the Party Stock 2000. That's the side effect. I'd still like it a whole bunch.
Oh yeah, it's still great.
A bunch of work.
Instant 2k HP is nothing to turn your nose up at.
Absolutely not.
And also the Self in Holy, that'll do work.
Yeah, so speaking of types getting things wrong and not saying what a plus element is in some cases, I actually don't know if Paladin's Armlet is a plus Holy Bangle. I'll have to check the vault sometime. Whatever.
So you'll actually have to find the commands for this because Alara's Burst, which is a party-wide Kiraga and Last Stand, is of course a healer burst, so the commands are actually worthwhile on it.
Well, yeah, like, actually, her burst commands are very different from most other healer bursts, because instead of command 1 being an instant Kiraja, it gives her double casting speed on her white magic for 3 turns, and then command 2 is the Medica, so she's meant to, like, cycle that shit.
Chat is saying Cecil's Bangle might not be Holy Boost, but it is Dark Resist.
Ha! Nailed it. Can't pull a fast one over on me, Reddit. I played this game like 5 billion times. I know my bald inside and out.
I mean, you're not having an instant single target, but having a Medica will vary from battle to battle, because sometimes enemies do way too much AoE, so that Medica will be useful, but other times they do a lot of really heavy single target hits, so you would rather have an instant single target, but that doesn't mean that
it's also quick cast Medica.
Yeah, her command 1 can still combo into a Curata.
Yeah.
So
it's just meant to like make the Medica go a little bit faster so that you can deal with the faster damage coming in.
What? Does that command 1 do anything else other than give her quick cast?
No.
Whack.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Ilara's USB 1 does not have guts on it. This burst does. I don't know. That might have come up in my day-to-day travels.
I think that brings us up to the LMRs. Cecil's is Moon Guidance, which is Double Cast Knight.
He probably was getting this in one way or another sometime down the line. It's because now that he's going full on offense, and also this combos actually really well with Enhancing Strike and all of the other supporty shit that he does, because like, yeah, he's healing a lot more often.
Ah, okay, that's what I thought. I knew it had to have done something else.
Yeah, it increases your mind. Damn.
Yeah. Kanye Chat confirms that Alara's command 1 does increase her mind. I knew it had to do something other than just give her quick cast.
That's still very nice.
You can really actually see that start to pay off. When I was running the Christmas dungeon and had 2 mind buffs on Yuna, she was Medica-ing for like 3k.
Yeah, I mean, she also gets the mind 30% buff, and the... Yeah, man. Mind percent buffs are real as hell. We don't see them very often.
Exactly. I think it's because recovery can roll so out of control when you start to stack those. Edwards, Man of Courage, is instant... Or no, that's innate. Cast speed times 2 for 3 turns. That just allows him to get his garbage off way faster.
Yep, that's absolutely perfect for him.
Alara, which is... This has applications. I can never really process it in my head, which is why I don't like to say it's bad.
It is. I like it a lot because of the way that I usually have Alara set up. So this is 25% chance to chase Bard with a Medica, and Alara is very good at juggling white magic and Bard skills. You generally run her with Curata or Ultra Cure or what have you, with a Bard song like a Crit Fix for your physical or Allegra Con Moto. So in the off chance that you are diving into a crit song or other sort of Bard song while you're not busy healing, then, you know, good chance that this is going off. So might as well have it doing something a little bit extra while you're busy.
It has the potential, but I feel like the chance of it happening at that 25% is unreliable. That's my big thing.
Yeah, it's just gravy. I mean, of course, we also like look at flat damage increases on double cast. You know, whatever. Double cast is its own beast.
Yep. Which, speaking of which, Rune Knight Spellmaster is double cast Spellblade for Celis.
I don't begrudge her this LMR because, you know, the meter builder on her LM2 is still very nice. Good combo potential.
It gives her more of a unique feel outside of just being a Spellblader if it gets double cast on dive.
Yeah, because a lot of this stuff is just like ends up, well, start with an element, double cast.
Also, it's a double cast LMR that wasn't built to fix a shitty dive.
Yeah, that's also true.
Looking at you, Cecil.
Man.
Night dives, right?
Night dives are whack.
I'm the guy sitting over here with like 50 relics for the Warrior of Light, who I will never dive.
I'm the guy who sucks and gets depression because no one will ever even bother to hit me.
Anyway. Yeah, Spellblade double cast is fine. I think when they're on LMRs, it's like, what, 30% chance?
25%.
Okay. What is it when they're diveable?
35%.
Okay, so it's more when they're diveable, less when they're an item. Alright. I got those mixed up. All in all, this banner is mostly holy, with a splash of ice and wind, mostly coming from Celis. There's a bit of support on there as well with the Edward and Alara stuff, but it's clearly a banner leaning towards that holy damage.
Like, they try to be cute about it by saying, oh, well, Celeste does holy damage. Shoot, the hell she does. You know what you're using her for.
Yeah.
That holy is just flavor.
She is a Spellblader. You will generally not be running her as a knight.
Cecil did have a cover Legend Materia relic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that went out pretty well.
God, what was his dive? Give me a hot second here.
I'm pretty sure his dive was a defense ramp off of taking hits.
I was reaching for my iPad. I just want to double check that just so we can laugh at it. Cecil's Legend Dive is... the first one is reduced holy damage taken by a small amount. The second one is moderate chance to cover physical damage taken by allies.
Night dives, y'all!
Night dives are whack.
I think it was his LMR that was the other thing that was talking about the defense stat ramp.
Yeah, that's the other thing, not a thing to sleep on. Once again, 2 Chains banner.
Yep. This is still a very solid banner. Does a lot of good work for Holy.
Coming in on number 4 here. Here's the Fire banner. Featuring Squall.
Yep, Squall made a big push into fire territory.
Luckily, he still keeps his dive relevant for the most part. But yes.
Yeah, that's why I have absolutely no problem at all with Squall going into fire. Double cast Spellblade.
Yep. So we got 10 single fire, in fire, Lionheart EX mode, which is the same exact thing as his USB 2.
No, it's actually not. His USB 2 is a chaser that gets more powerful with each use. This one is more like Orin's USB 2, where EX Lionheart gives him a crit chance and casting speed ramp, up to triple casting speed and 75% crit rate. And Lionheart is a 5-hit chaser on his Spellblades.
Okay, so it's more consistent.
Yeah, instead of an OSB finisher, he just gets a consistent chaser.
Also a fire boosting sword, which I'll take those.
Also super good on him because like self and fire and then a 75% crit rate on top of that. Ooh-wee. And a double cast. Oh, hey, Vivi. I see you showed up today.
Yeah, sorry, I was just reading because you mentioned the crit boost. As I saw this initially, so I was reading up on that. So okay, yeah, he gets faster cast speed and more crit each time he uses a spell blade. Does not count W cast though. All right, yeah. Hi, Vivi. The fire boy. Nothing but fire. Only does fire. Nothing else.
Definitely only does fire.
Definitely only does fire. It's arcane. It's base arcane. It's a robe, fire boosting, 3 hits, big damage. You know the drill.
I mean, it's cute that they are trying to pretend that he's only one element, but, you know, whatever. This is fine for fire if you got Vivi for fire.
Who is Greg? I see Greg's guys and Greg. Greg is Gilgamesh in Final Fantasy XIV. When you do the Gilgamesh storyline, NPCs will frequently refer to him as Greg as a joke.
I thought that was just Hildebrand, because Hildebrand is Hildebrand.
Because Hildebrand is an idiot. I think Hildebrand calls him a couple times, and then a couple NPCs pick up on it at that point. But yes,
awesome. Greg
is Gilgamesh. We'll get there in a moment. Because up next is the same thing, but physical. Hi, Zell. Fist of Fire. King of the Ring. 3 big overflow strikes.
And Zell does a good job in fire, so cool.
It's just a shame that I believe his only in fire is one of... does his BSB in fire?
Yes, it does, I think.
Okay. So he only... Yeah. He got that shift from non-elemental to fire around then. And, he doesn't have a lot of sources of in fire, but they exist.
Yeah, USB and BSB 2, that is it.
Yeah, his BSB 1 was non-elemental, his BSB 2 is in fire. I believe that's correct.
Man, in E-Monk, that was going to be a thing.
Ugh. It sure was, because there were a lot of them. And also, their 6-star move is... anyway. Vincent with Dirge of Cerberus. 10 single fire, range, in fire, cast speed ×2 for 15 seconds. And Brave overflow type.
Hybrid.
Also...
That's very, very nice. It's like 2 Braves in 1.
But the one thing to take away from this... all of his stuff is typed Nat.
Yes, it is.
You may say, why does that matter? That does mean if you're running him as a black mage, you can't run him with, say, a black mage record materia, like a just boost black mage damage. It won't actually boost this damage.
Yeah, you're gonna have to just roll him with, like, Spark of Life or something.
You do need to run him with, like, fire boosting. Just like a little thing that I'm throwing out there just as a word of warning, just do note that this stuff is typed Nat.
Yeah, but this is still a very excellent Brave because of its hybrid nature. Vincent is going to be getting Machinist 5 in a little bit, so he'll be able to do some really good work with this on the physical side. He already has Sharpshooter, so he can still do some of that, but yeah.
Vincent is one of the better, it took a little bit to get there, but one of the better put together hybrid characters.
I mean, we do kind of joke around about how a lot of his guns are just magic spec for the most part, but like, damn, he sure can do work on the physical side too.
He can use like daggers and shit though, right?
Yeah, everybody can use daggers, but you know, yeah.
Everybody can use daggers.
Yeah, everybody can use daggers. You know, that one dagger that Locke has, and oh wow, weird. That's it. Except for those 2 generics that never show up anymore.
Dagger rod, staff, gun is what we're looking at for him. So he can use Balthier's fire boosting guns.
Yeah, sure can.
Oops.
Oh, they gave him his upgrade to Machinist 5 tonight. Excellent.
I accidentally closed my dashboard on the other computer. Yeah, no, I don't hate this.
Absolutely not. It's good.
Yeah. Speaking of Greg, though, from a while back, coming up is Greg's guys. It's heavy armor, fire boosting, and it is the physical 2.0 chain.
Greg has moved into Fire Samurai. He's actually pretty decent at it. He was already a samurai, so, you know, good fit. Whatever.
Yep. It's solid. Yep. And also, you know, it's chain 2.0 out of 10. Dragon Claws, Fire Fist, Zell. Burning Duel. It's an oldie but a goodie. 12 single fire, self and fire, attack defense 30%, and chaser fiery fist whenever you crit.
That's 4 hits, right?
Yes, it is a 4-hit chaser.
Yeah, so this one, it's always been a toss-up between Zell and Sabin for best fire monk in the game because this thing is just way out of control.
The fact that it's instant is really what I think also kind of carries it high. Otherwise, it's just, you know, he boosts his stats and has a chaser. That's it. Like, it's pretty base. But the 12-hit instant can really carry it some distance.
It's really kind of weird how fire monks really haven't gotten a whole lot lately. Like, it's just going to be Rephia's Glint and Arcane, and that's about all the fire support we get out of monks for a while. Weird.
Well, they leaned into Fire Monk really hard for a while because of Fires Within.
Fires Within was just good as hell.
Yeah, and Earth Monk was kind of like, it existed, but it existed solely through BSBs. And then they actually started adding, you know, Earth Monk moves, so they're like, oh, wait, fuck, right. And had to start building a bunch of soul breaks for Earth Monks.
Yeah, so it's a good thing that Fire Monk is essentially fairly fucking evergreen with all the support it has not been getting. Anyway.
Coming up next, we move into the Glints. VV's Glint is True Black Magic. Self and fire stacking and cast speed times 3 for 2. It is just one of your quick cast stacking in fire element glints.
God, that title could not be lying any harder if it tried.
True Black Magic. As long as you're using fire.
Okay.
It's annoying because the thing that makes VV so good as a black mage is A, his trance, and B, his USB, which allows him to hungry cast any black magic. Sure,
there is absolutely no way that they do not realize that Zell is whacking 6 different elements. They've probably seen a ton of 4-star and 5-star clears at this point.
You mean VV, but yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. VV's excellence in black magic comes from the fact that he can work in so many elements due to him just being hungry cast black and not hungry cast fire.
Hell, same with Palom.
Yeah. And, yep, nothing more to say than that. Though, this does make him very powerful for Manticore.
He was already very strong in fire magic, so, you know, this only adds more fuel to the fire.
Zell with Academic Arts, which is 6 single fire non-elemental, and self-buff War God, which I'm just going to scroll down here.
War God is a crit ramp. Goes up to 100% at 3 casts. Did you know that Zell is the crit boy?
Yeah, kind of harkening back to the earlier days before he became fire, where he was nothing but crit.
I mean, his USB is never going to be offline with this thing on.
That's very true. As somebody who really only has his BSB, or USB for, like, you know, use in actual hard end game content, not having an actual way to crit fix him makes that thing a bit more sporadic. You kind of have to depend on your Magislate buffs.
Yeah, beforehand it was just his LMR that was the self-sufficient crit fix.
Yep. Gun. Forsaken Power.
Gun.
Hybrid, 6 fire, and self-stacking in fire.
Better things to say about this because it is, you know, hybrid.
Yes, and also stacking. I love that stacking stuff because it turns a meltdown at the start of the fight from 6k damage to max damage by the time you're at 3 stacks.
Yeah, it gets out of hand pretty quick.
Following that up is a light armor fire boosting thing for Squall. Revolver Drive. 8
It is
hits.
exactly the same as... Oh, I was so going to say, it is exactly the same as Steely Blade, but fire.
Yes, but also not. This is not stacking. Steely Blade is stacking.
Let me roll it up real quick.
I am 90% sure Steely Blade stacks. Because it was one of those early ones that they pushed out before they tried doing, like, really weird shit with glints.
Oh, this isn't a glint.
Oh, wait, fuck, this is a burst.
Yeah, this is a burst. Dog, come on. Okay.
Look, there's
sorry.
there's one fucking burst on each of these banners. It sneaks up on me.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, yeah, it's a burst, whatever. In fire out of 10.
Yeah, literally the same as Steely Blade, but fire.
Oh, so it actually... So it's good, is what you're saying.
So it's good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's one of the few remaining good bursts.
Yeah. It also kind of fucked me up, too, when you were mentioning stacking and stuff, and like, is he talking about the stacking on Junction? What the f...
Yeah, you know, stacking.
Yeah.
You keep drawing forever. Anyway, as stated, because of the way that Steely Blade works, and the way that this burst works, it's one of the few good remaining bursts, because it can actually outpace abilities still.
It is so adult Goham on self-sufficient damage that it remains powerful even in the face of 5-star abilities.
Moving to the LMRs, Zell with Prize Fighter gets Double Cast Monk.
Yeah, you know how Zell tied with Sabin for Best Fire Monk even before Double Cast?
Yeah. VV gets Part the Sky. This just says Hat Silence, which I have to assume means it has silence protection on it. But Part the
It's
Sky...
just a silent hat.
Yeah. Shh, don't talk. It's a start the battle and fired, which I guess.
I guess if you really want to make him a fire mage or something.
Vincent gets Seeing Red, which is W-Cast Fire.
Fits him a lot better.
Note that it says, yes, it says W-Cast Fire, which means he can use it hybrid style.
I mean, again, this is another one that I won't begrudge because his trance is nice.
Wait, Vincent gets a trance?
Yeah, he gets a trance. Galleon Beast is an attack magic buff with a quick cast.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
And Greg gets Hero's Kindness, which is Double Cast Samurai.
Again, same sort of thing. Greg gets a trance.
I think that one is just like attack and... wait, does it give him Protect Shell and Haste?
Yes.
Fantastic.
1 second. Status Gilgamesh Trance. Attack, defense, and res by 30%. Triple casting speed. Does not refill your health, so be on the draw for that.
What? Whack.
Oh yeah, like he's already getting like some pretty good stuff. Like even Sephiroth has to tank his defenses in exchange for getting the full heal with the triple casting speed. You gotta cut some corners.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now too. Protect Shell, Haste, temporarily raise attack, defense, and resistance 30%, and reduce the delay of the user's actions. So,
I really fucking wish they would just distinguish between quick cast and high cast at this point.
Same. It would make my job easier.
This is a good banner though.
It's fire. It does have a chain on it, and almost all the damage on this banner is very real.
Physical fire, I might add. VV is the only magic here.
Well,
Oh, okay. Well, but still.
Vincent does exist on this banner.
Vincent exists.
We were literally just saying how he's good as a hybrid character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this might actually be one of the most balanced banners between everything that they're trying to do.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. I have a special place in my heart for Zell, so I really like this banner. Moving on to our final one, which I'm going to guess by his name, is going to be our wind banner. Joke's on you,
ice.
It's ice.
Yeah, ice and lightning.
Lulu coming in hot with a Ice Bangle. Actually, I guess you would say coming in cold. Twin Temptations is 3 single ice water overflow damage.
Water is, well, you'll see. So, like, her USB 2, that's what's coming in cold.
Yeah, so moving down to that. A water boosting
water
doll. Blizzard Water Fury, which is 10 single water ice, self-cast speed times 2 for 15 seconds, mag resistance 30%, and chase triple chase, which I'm just going down here. 5 single ice water non-elemental. Potency is rank based, triggered on ice or water attacks, which is weird considering that the move you're probably using is a ice and water attack.
Hey, so you want to know the really fucked up thing about this?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Lulu's dive is 35% double cast ice.
Nice.
Yeah, she has no source of in water. The plus water doll is kind of really fucked in that particular regard because even Lulu can't utilize it very well. And nobody but Lulu can equip it. I guess Tyro, whatever.
Whack. Here's the one very, very nice thing about this. I'm going to note a few things on here. Okay, the USB itself is type black. 10 single ice, just cast speed boost, just mag resistance, and the chaser is just on ice or water. This can be comboed with Witch.
Yes, it can.
So, very useful in that regard if you're running somebody like Vivi or Palom as your main black boy. That came out really bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
As your main black mage.
Newbie, it's 8. It's 9. You're fine.
It's 9, and I just got back from a day and a half of Christmas celebration.
The big weird thing about this one is, while it is a very excellent USB on its own and can effectively be used for water, it's like, man, the ice double cast dive is still rattling around in the back of my dome.
Yeah,
it still can be used for water, it's just you're foregoing the double cast.
Is she not one of those people that gets an adjusted dive?
She gets an adjusted dive, her LM2 is not adjusted.
Okay. Yeah, that does suck.
Yeah, like that's the other thing too. Like everybody who pivots in these weird sort of ways, their dives get adjusted, their LM2s stay as they are because they know they can just like make bank on LMRs.
Yeah. Well, coming up next, we have Renault, Pyramid Pinnacle, Hybrid, 10 single physical range, Self-Enlightening, Machinist 30%, Black 30%, Brave Overflow type, Hybrid.
Yo, I love this one. It's like, again, the same sort of stuff that we were talking about with Vincent, where it's very excellent for its versatility, but Reno also gets the extra buffs on top of that.
Yeah.
Like, both Enlightening and Machinist and Black plus 30%.
Reno pretty much walks up and says, what do you need?
He also double casts Lightning on dive. Reno's a good boy.
Yeah, I kind of really enjoy these hybrid ones because with the split, and like this kind of came up with Vincent's on the last one, with the split between one of your 5 stars is magic, one of your 5 stars is physical, having somebody who can just be like, what split? I'll do both.
Yeah,
is really
especially
good.
since he gets like he doubles down on buffs too. That's the wild thing that I'm thinking of, that I'm looking at right now. But yeah, Reno is gonna do some damn fine work in both GS Giano and Famfrit.
1000%. Also considering that, again, I don't know these things, so I always have to ask ahead of time. Famfrit is no, GS Giano is the physical one, correct?
Yes, Famfrit is magic.
Okay. does he have... Is he another one of those very tanky boys?
Kind of.
Because I was going to say, like, running that 30% Machinist, he can also be bringing your Imperil with those bullets.
And also, the fact that this is an overflow type, it's making sure you can very easily break cap with all of that buff shit going on.
Yep. Well, following that up, and reminding us that this is in fact the Ice Banner as well, we have an ice boosting gun for Laguna with Junction Link, which is your
physical... it is not an ice boosting gun. That's his USB, dog.
I will believe nothing that these things say from here on out. Junction Link is a physical ice 2.0.
Yeah, one of the things that I will note about it is that Laguna is, like, fucking ridiculously good at leveraging this chain and a bunch of other stuff. Because he's an Ice Machinist, he gets double cast Machinist on his dive. His LMR gives an extra chance to imperil, but he's already imperiling like crazy. Laguna is just really damn good at running his chain.
Yep. Just has a lot of versatility on that stuff.
Yeah.
Squall sneaking in here to remind you that, no, actually, he is still also ice. With his arcane, which is one of the first arcanes.
I mean, this one actually is a plus ice sword. So there's that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
We live in backwards town.
No, it's just, I look at this. I get it, they put these together in like a day.
I'm going to give him that, actually.
Yeah. Blasting Drive is your 3 overflow hit ice, and it's an arcane out of 10. I can't really say much more descriptor than that. Oh, this is new. Oh, okay, this is the Brave.
This is the Brave.
Lightning with Lightning Blitz. 10 single lightning, enlightening, celerity, spellblade plus 30%, and brave overflow type, probably on lightning abilities.
Yes. I mean, it's kind of tough for her to hack it without a 6-star lightning move, so that's why she doubles up on the celerity and spellblade boosts and the enlightening. Come to think of it, Reno's kind of in the same boat because 5-star snipes are where it's at on Machinist DPS at the moment. So that might be why he gets to double up on buffs as well.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I over here still run lightning with thundering quad strike.
Same.
Because hey, I generally get more damage out of 4 hits than 3 hits, even if they are instant. Actually, fuck. How does that math work out? I'm not going down that. Not
Whatever,
right
you made Flash Disaster actually kind of viable, and that's a scary thought to me.
Anywho. Yeah, no, this is good. And actually, okay, if you want to turn that back, back that up a different way again. Comboing this with Flash Disaster allows her to get those Brave overflows off way faster.
Especially since now you start with an extra level in Brave. Also, this combos really well with her USB 1. Makes it even faster for all of those quad strikes when you're not using Flash Disaster.
Yeah, if you can somehow build her up to 2 bars and get both of those off at the same time. Yeah, alright, she'll do some real fucking damage.
Yeah, totally. Especially since with the high cast on USB 1, pretty easy for her to juggle both of these.
Now, I wonder if you could somehow, maybe with utilization of Flash Disaster, and since it starts at 2, get 3 overstrikes off. I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, I think you might be reaching.
Yeah. Yep. Still, it's good damage.
Yep. Really
I think it's what we want, the bullet point we want to put in that one.
She does a lot to try and make sure that those Thundering Quad Strikes or Ripper Bolts are still going to be hacking it along with the other 6-star stuff out there.
Moving into our glints, we have Icy Beauty for the Ice Queen Lulu. It's in ice stacking and cast speed times 3 for 2 turns.
I'm mad. Why did you even put water on this?
Why is that all
so
water?
fucking dumb.
Hey, who knows? Maybe this write-up right here is actually wrong and it's not a water doll.
I don't know which would be funnier, honestly. Yeah, like, it's so
let me look at the
weird.
picture here. I don't know. It does have a staff.
It's a good ultra. What is it used for if it's not going to be water because you put the ice glint? What? No, fine. Okay, we're not going there. We got stuff to do.
Following that up is Squall with the same goddamn glint.
At least Squall is a lot less esoteric in his element coverage.
Yep. Squall, how many soul breaks can we put the word blasting into? Blasting aura just sounds stupid, but
blasting is just a fun word to say.
You know, either way, I'm a big fan of stacking glints, so...
Squall, like many millennials, loves to get his bones blasted by the Bone Blaster.
Yep. Following that up, we have Lightning with Seething Fury. It is a 6-hit single, stacking Unlightning.
Yeah, same sort of deal for Light Cloud. This is a great tempo glint.
I have this kind for, what's his face? Alphanod. And yeah, just that free, like, even... what did I use again? I used against Shiva, and she wasn't even weak to wind, and the first time I cast it, I got a nice 12k, 12k off of it, and then by the time I used it the third time, I got a nice, like, 20k. So, yeah, it's just free damage.
It's a little weird on him because he only does, like, what, 3 to 4 hits off of summons, and then suddenly you're breaking out 6. Anyway.
Laguna is the burst boy on this banner, being Freezing Beam, which is his in ice.
Is one and only in ice. Command 1 does physical ice damage to an enemy and then removes the delay on his next 2 Machinist abilities. Well, no, actually, Command 1 is the 5-hit. If you are doing weakness, if you're hitting weakness, it does 5 hits. Otherwise, it does 4. Command 2 is the self Machinist Instant Cast 2 enabler, which, yep, good cycling potential.
Yeah, it's one of those bursts that I would say at this point is good if you run out of abilities. I would have to, again, run numbers to find out that if hitting that Command 2 and comboing it into, like, other things would actually be worthwhile.
I would argue that bursts are getting a little bit of a renaissance in the background because, like, as we get into these tougher fights that are more and more demanding from your hones, and now we just have chains, so you can just make up whatever the fuck multiplier you want for burst commands if you get it high enough.
It's true. Which brings us to our LMRs. Lulu, insisting again that she is ice, gets in ice at the start of the fight from Deaths of Knowledge.
I want to say some of these are at least plus ice because they're trying to, they do the thing where they are trying to cover bases and have more plentiful sources of rare plus element equipment.
Yes, and also, I feel like 8 times out of 10, your LMR gear comes with a plus element on it.
Yeah. Arcanes usually are a safe bet for plus element.
Renault gets Swaggering Investigator, which is fabulous. Which is his Enlightening.
Yeah, it works for him.
Squall gets Slavering Fangs, which I hate saying, which is his in ice.
Same.
And Lightning gets Stoic Warrior, which is her Enlightening. And, give me one, I'm gonna sneeze.
Enlightening is a little bit weird on her because, like, Lightning is in that weird situation where her dive is instant cast 3 and haste, and that's great. But, the basics that they keep trying to push on Legend Materia, she needs 2 LMRs to cover. Just weird stuff like that.
I could take the element. I could take or leave it. Mainly because, unlike some other characters, all of her USBs enlightening her. Almost everything she does will enlightening her.
Yeah, like, this is effectively turned off the second she gets online with a USB.
This is more or less she hits the ground running instead of you have 30 seconds of damage on her, like, say, someone, I don't know, like Locke, who really doesn't get that many in fires.
Yeah, it's weird because before glints became a thing, I was always like, oh, well, an element is, with double cast, is one of the most powerful DPS LMR types because you're, like, ramping into a refreshable in element source. But now it's just like, well, you get half a bar and you're done.
Like, a good example of this is Lulu doesn't, and for proper reason, it's not supposed to be purely ice damage, but doesn't get an in ice on her USB.
Yeah, she does get that on her USB 1, which I also like.
That's or Abaddon ice.
Abaddon Blizzaja.
Yeah. Yep. All in all, this banner's a little bit more scattershot than the other ones. It's not really fully focused one way or another. There's magic, there's physical, there's ice, there's lightning, there's water, apparently. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah, Fanford, I just wanted to say that Kite brings up a very good point. Fanford, he relies on King Burst at the very end because King USB heats through the hones mega fast. And I am the same way.
Any hungry cast will do that.
Yep.
All in all, though, if you land any of these items, I think they're all very solid across the board. And really, we have gotten to this, I have said this multiple times, this is just a breakdown of, hey, this is what these items do, this is what these banners are focused on. We really don't see a lot of banners that have bad items on them anymore, unless they are toting really old items.
Yeah, and as much as we kind of, like, as much as we were treading our feet around Lulu's new Ultra, it is really good. We're just confused by its direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very strong, so don't beat yourself up if you get it.
They wanted to have, like, they wanted her to have a bit of versatility, much like, say, your Vivi or your Palom. So they gave her the water on it as well, even though she doesn't really gain too much. Actually, speaking on that subject, what is Palom's dive? Is it double cast lightning?
It's double cast black.
Whack.
That's why Palom and Vivi are so dumb. In different angles. That's why you see Palom in so many 5-star Magicites alongside Vivi.
Yeah, look at that. Whack. Also, there you go. Kite actually brings up the real reason why this is water. There's not a lot of water mages.
Yeah, they're... Oh, man. It's just basically... When Vivi and Palom can safely say that they are your strongest DPS in a given element, you're in trouble.
But that brings us to the end of the banners. We can do a quick overview of each of them again. I think that's a fair, safe thing to do real fast.
Absolutely.
So, banner 1, once again, is mainly your buff banner. Almost everything on here is geared towards buffing your characters one way or another, with the outlier being anything for Cloud or anything for the Onion Knight. And even some of the Onion Knight stuff... No. I was going to say even that can be geared, buffing things, but that's not actually true. All this stuff on here is damage.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any input for this last one?
For banner 5?
No, for banner 1.
For banner 1? Yeah, I enjoy its versatility mostly. It's weird that Cloud is there when the whole focus seems to be on people who can do as many things as possible. But there are a lot of ways, there are a lot of places that you can look to for, things that can... There's just a bunch of really diverse stopgaps in there. Ishtola with her magic stuff, Onion with his magic stuff, Tyro with his physical stuff.
Yeah, I fully agree. Like, I think that's what the thing that we came around like an hour ago, and I had already forgotten. Is this is less actually the buff banner, more the versatility banner. And yeah, Cloud is kind of a weird one to put here, being one of the most pigeonholed characters in the entire game.
I mean, it's something that I appreciate, because I would much rather have, like, a bunch of diversity in some of my characters so that I don't have to, like, worry about finding the correct pigeons to hole in. Sometimes I just don't want to think about it and just fire and forget.
Well, the reason that Onion Knight stuff boosts water is because they're trying to fill some lacking equipment.
Yeah, plus water has a lot of equipment shortages, especially in the magic category.
Anyway, moving on. Banner 2, which was our Earth banner.
Got no complaints. Pretty solid.
No, me neither. It leans a bit more towards magic than physical, and like really barely kind of leans towards physical. Tifa's the only pure Earth on here, with Bart's being added after the fact for the global release of this banner.
I mean, Bart's is Bart's. It's never a bad thing.
Bart's
and that Glen is definitely going to go some places.
And then, of course, the odd one on here of Diamond Ring, why are you here?
Oh, because Riddy is there.
I know why it's there, but why is it there?
Yeah.
And actually, here's the thing. I can actually tell you now I'm thinking about it. This is leaning more towards Earth, and we talked about this before. It's because Magic Earth is a harder thing to fill. That's why this is leaning more towards Magic Earth. Almost everybody has physical Earth for days, but Magic Earth is hard to find. Banner 3 is Physical Holy. It's mostly Physical Holy. Edward brings the only magic to this banner.
I love Paladin Cecil's new direction of healing everybody for days.
Yeah. We talked about it when we originally went over the banner, but the place that they're going with Knights is a really smart direction. Mainly because they killed the old direction for Knights.
Celeste is there.
Celeste exists. She's a Spellblade.
I guess.
Just like, is it on? Is her Ultra on here? Okay, no, it's not.
Yeah,
God,
that's
the Ultra.
It's so whack.
The Ultra that is like, it does Holy Ice. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Hungry cast Spellblade. All right, so why does it do Holy again?
I don't know. Probably. They like to do the thing where they at least have some lip service paid to the old angles.
Yeah. Why does Furion deal holy damage?
Hey, I'll take weakness boost glint. That's cool.
Yeah. Moving on to our banner 4. This is your Purifier banner. And like I said when we originally talked about it, probably the most even split between physical and magic on one of these banners.
They really, really keep insisting that Vivi is supposed to be all about fire. Vincent is really good. I am completely on board with Squall's pivot into fire because his dive supports it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very smart banner. And then our final banner, which is your...
Gilgamesh Chain was not in the JP banner, according to Matafin.
Ah! So I guess the Gil items were the ones that were added onto that banner.
Yeah.
Because you'll note each banner has 2 items that are only for one character. Those were the 2 items that were added on. So like for this one, the Laguna items weren't originally on here.
That makes sense.
I think it was Vincent Chain. Actually, I can scroll up right here. Squall again, Lulu. Lightning was originally on banner 1.
You know, for all of these changes that they do to the global banners, they haven't really made them suck in a while, which is comforting.
So I'm not going to give any fucking input on, like, any of this is what's different between the Japanese anymore. Anyway, apparently Renoa and Prompto were originally on these banners, so this probably originally had the Prompto chain, and it was replaced with the Laguna.
Okay, fine. Waves hands dismissively.
Squall wasn't on this banner, Lightning came here from banner 1, and Renoa and Prompto were removed outright. Yeah, aside from the weirdness of Lulu's Ultra, which we already discussed, it's probably there because Water Mage is lacking a very solid banner, leaning a bit more towards physical, but, you know, Renault is mixed.
Mm-hmm.
And the only sort of, like, confused banner, I guess, like the only real mixed banner, which actually make me say I'm hard pressed to recommend this one. If you don't need, if you don't need Lightning, if your Lightning team's fine or your Ice team is fine, but the other one is lacking, it's hard to say pull on this because you might just get something for your other team.
Yeah.
So I think that might be like the one banner that I could say, I don't know. The other banners are all fine. 1 through 4 are great.
I think I'm going to say that the reason why Banner 5 seems a little bit scattershot and confused, and the reason why Banner 4 is so physical fire heavy is because of the Fire and Ice pickup banners that we have down below.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Fire banner was all fire magic.
Yeah. And the Ice banner was mixed, though.
The Ice banner was mixed, but it also had a lot of the more potent tech for Soldier.
Did the Ice banner have the magic ice chain on it?
No, it did not.
Oh, it had no chains. That's right.
It had no chains on it. It had Furion, though.
It had Furion, baby. What up? He's here. He's staying.
Oh, it had Snow. Yeah. Mm.
Oh, it had the... Yeah. It also had a physical chain. Whack. Well, I think that's it for our banner review.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you want to stay around for the realm pulls and my own pull?
Yeah. If you're going to do the realm pulls first, then I don't have to actually turn this on. Because I wanted to go ahead and do the banner 1 pull right alongside you. I don't know, you have your whack-ass rituals, I have mine.
Yeah. That we all do.
So again, for the benefit of chat, I'm going to be hearing absolute radio silence out of Newbie while he's doing this, because I have no visual input for this.
Okay. Yeah, let's get them realm pools done first. Only 5 Mithril. Only 75 Mithril. Hold up, it's gotta load up. 17 banners. Oh god, it's 85 Mithril.
Ah, never mind, I can cheat. I was able to pull up your stream on a different connection. The Wi-Fi can fuck up Discord, it can't fuck up your stream, baby.
Alright, starting off with 0. I don't close my eyes for these. It's only 3 items.
Yeah.
We have 1 out of 3.
It's the biggie.
Is that Deuce? Is that Deuce or Rem?
Oh, that's Rem. That's our LMR 1. It's the Mind Stat ramp.
Fuck yeah.
The Mind Stamp ramps are the least offensive of the stat ramps. And you have our USB, so, you know, like, whatever.
It's the ones that are actually good, because it's not easy to buff Mind.
Yes.
Yeah. Mind is good.
The other thing, too, is that I normally just try to, like, cover up chat, because sometimes the delay is significant enough that I see the reactions before the thing actually comes up on screen.
And yeah, Rem is, like, one of the best white magic physical attackers. You heard me.
Alright, so...
White magic physical.
Yeah. She was born and bred for that.
And... Oh! I believe that is new.
That looks like Marok's BSB.
That it is. I actually finally have something for this boy.
It does good work. I've actually seen friends finish D question mark Kuchulain with Marak BSB.
I think I'm running my Neo Torment very physical base, so I don't know if I have room for that.
Yeah, like that's the thing with Kuchulain.
Whoa.
He tanks defense, like he tanks physical very heavily because tactics is such a physical heavy realm. Uh-oh.
I'm very full on items. Oh, that's right. I just did 11 pool at the start of the stream.
Oh, didn't they also like buff the maximum possible vault size?
I believe so. Yeah, I didn't clear my garbage out.
Also, Marak's Command 1 has natural quick cast time on it. And so it was just like, by the end, it was doing quad 9s anyway, and just like, man, multipliers are fucking fake under chains, huh?
Oh, extremely. Was that Golbez USB? You bet it was.
Oh my god, I miss that angle of Golbez so much. I love my extremely tanky boy.
I was gonna see if there's one 4-star accessory to trash. Alright. Back to Ragnarok Noctis over here. Back to
back to the Batcave.
I'm trying to think of other words for end of days. I'm trying to remember the Christian one and I can't
Oh
remember
my
it.
god. Is that a disco I spy?
I think that's a dupe.
I think that's a plus fire sword.
Oh, that is extremely a dupe.
That's extremely a plus fire sword.
True. It is a plus fire sword. I couldn't tell if it was a spear or not. If it was something for Arane. Okay.
Babylonova Crystallis Tech is whack.
The important one. Here we go. No whammies. Okay. Maybe a whammy. Maybe a dupe? No, I don't think I have that.
No, that's his LMR. That's Alpha Node's LMR. You are super on board with the in-win plan.
I have his LMR.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Damn it.
Can't win them all.
I mean, LMR into N-element Glint is a fine plan. It speeds things along.
It gets you to level 2 stack immediately.
Yep.
Alright, time to give me something else for lightning, because for some reason I have a complete lightning. Not complete, but like, I got a lot of shit for lightning. Or, what if?
That looks like Fang's LMR.
Welcome to the theme of these pools. Whack.
Yo, I'll take it.
Whack.
I'll take it. Like 25% more damage when equipped as Spear.
I already had it.
Oh no! Whatever, it's a plus win thing. That shit's evergreen. You can have dupes of that.
Yeah. Where are my lenses at? And I have no fucking clue.
That's Gabron's LMR.
Okay, I don't think I have that one. No, okay. Alright, and I think I actually have his USB.
Jesus Christ, it's even called a Barbit. God damn.
Yep, Barbit out of 3.
Can you imagine if that was a real Barbit out of 3?
I literally think there hasn't been anything added to the 11 pool since the last time we had a fest.
Yeah, we sadly did not get that 11 event. The weird one with, you know, the multiplayer stuff. Hey, I'm a USB.
I already have it. And the survey says... something for Corellia. I think that's her BSB.
That's her burst, yeah.
Yep, that's new.
Hey, that's something.
Yeah, that's an attack defense boost.
There is an 11 Torment, so anything new is a welcome sight.
That actually gives me an attack boost for that Torment then.
Yeah, you know what else is whack? I got her USB, and that immediately solves my problems with the Torment. Thorns, baby. They're real.
Well, hello.
Ah.
Hi, Kamari. And... Broska?
That might be either Seymour or Broska.
That's Seymour, baby.
Oh, hell yeah, that's his Ultra. That's good.
And Kamari BSB that I believe animation is copied and pasted from Layla's.
Whatever.
It's either that or his USB, I can't remember. It's whichever one is like the Aqua Breath where like it goes all over the screen. Is literally copy-pasted animation of Layla from 2, but they took
that's not the first time they've done that.
I know, but it's so blatant.
Yeah, I know. Seymour's Ultra is still really good. That's a Dark Rank Chaser.
Yeah, is that the one where he takes damage when he casts?
No, that's his second burst. Oh.
Hello.
The discos keep coming.
They just keep coming. They don't stop coming.
Calling it Freya.
Merry Chirbmas.
Oh, that's Cujo. Hell yeah.
So weird how in the matter of one day, the game keeps going, no, whenever you take on Siren, it is going to be Dark Magic. Dark Magic Boy.
Yeah, but I can counter with silence on every hit. Of course you can, sweetie.
You can try. What if I die them all to have silence resist? Alright, time to sell some more items. I mean, you know what?
Look, if Siren cannot silence you if she is already dead. Taps side of head with finger.
What you're seeing right here is a man who doesn't give a shit.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
316, even number. Okay, so this is 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And... hell yeah. I seem to remember this burst being real.
This burst is real. Ward's burst is the one that's fake.
Yeah. Which I also have, by the way. Oh god, does he still not have a dive?
He still doesn't have a dive, dog.
Whack. Does Ward have a dive?
No.
Okay, less whack.
Okay, now this is the minefield. Can you survive?
Well, it's just a 5. So no. Maybe? Vincent?
Vincent?
Double cast Vincent?
Yeah, that's double cast Vincent. What up?
Seeing red. The only thing I had for... No, wait. I think I was like fucking 20% mag boost across the party.
Whatever. You're set for the next time you get literally any Vinny Tech on the other banners.
Which, hey, who knows? Banner 4. Alright, something else for Locke. Here we go. Locke LMR 2. Does he have an LMR 2?
Yeah, I think he does.
Krill double cast white? Krill on the 6 banner?
That's Realm.
Yeah.
25% chance to imblink. And it is a silence resisting hat, so yeah, you got something going with that whole siren plan.
Yeah, I do also use her for the torment, so that's alright. Okay, what would I want from 5? I mean, Great Chain.
I mean, Bart's Glint.
Bart's Glint. But I have the USB. I mean, those two.
Yes, you do.
Those do combo into each other.
They do.
Oh, Bart's Arcane. There you go.
I forget. Is Bart's Chaser on USB 1 type Spellblade?
Who knows?
That would be some shit.
Well, it's a 5-star.
Well, one half of the equation solved.
It's a hammer.
Oh. Galoof? Burst?
Glue?
Yeah, that's BSB 1, alright.
Loading in? Glue?
That's Fire and Barrel, baby.
Whoa, chugging a bit here. Galoof already owned. Galoof already owned.
Yeah, speaking of things that are already owned, are you ready to take your shot at the 4 banner?
Sorry, I'm just looking at my CPU that shot up a bunch suddenly. It does not like being in
a sledgehammer
4.
to your CPU.
It does not like being in 5. Yeah,
I have way too many relics. We can't afford it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I left that banner and my CPU dropped 20%.
Holy hell. The fuck kind of optimization goes into Record Keeper? I'm very curious.
It's whack, that's what. I'm not hopeful.
Alright.
Cecil? Glint.
That's his glint.
Hello.
That's his glint.
The Dark Resistance Glint.
That's a very good glint.
It is a very good glint. Alright. Where my good boy at? Give me that good boy tech. Give me that tech.
Desire sensors online. You will never have the good boy.
No, my good boy. My boy! Damn. Well, wait, I don't have that. I had a moment of, well, damn.
Oh, that's plus wind sphere. That's Lunette's burst. Plus wind spear. Fuck
okay,
yeah.
look, though, I have 2 of his OSB spear. I don't need the plus
God
wind spear.
damn it.
But I don't have that burst. And he is dope for me.
Yeah, you don't have an element for him.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Give me that Furion tag. Give me the tag. Give me Furion.
Ah, yes, Fury and OSB it is.
Well, no, actually. It is... I have no fucking clue. Oh, I have this. I've literally chose this off of like a selection banner.
Well, yeah. Joseph does not have a BSB2. This is his one and only burst. It's a good one, because Ice Monk is fake as hell.
I don't know. The only thing I don't have for the Warrior of Light yet, whatever that may be. Surprise me. Give me an LMR. Well, it's a disco, so if it's Warrior, if it's Warrior of Light related, it's a dupe. Unless does he have an arcane?
He has an arcane.
Is that Matoya? That Matoya?
That's Matoya. Hell yeah.
All right.
The one and only witch you will ever need in your life.
To the landing turn.
She is very, very good at witching. Ice and lightning, solved.
Yeah. Also, 6-star Earth? No, that's not a plus Earth Road. That's Petrify, baby.
Also, she gets double cast witch on dive.
Yeah, alright. Oh, and that is the parade pool done.
Okay, so let me get over to Banner 1 and...
Chat, that is your notification to get ready. So what was my biggest winner? Either Kuja or Seymour. Seymour is a rough one to say, like, that's my winner because I have his chain. Kuja definitely made that character real.
That. Okay. Claim all these orbs. Give it to me.
Do I have Seymour's LMR? No.
Okay, well, first off...
I mean, let's do a quick Oh, God.
Quick recap. Words are failing because the night is fast approaching.
Oh, that. Also, I need to sell stuff anyway, and that, even after buying 25 slots, I'm at max. Let me tell you about that Kamari yet.
I'm sure that will come up in some insanely whack-ass situation.
You realize I bring him to the Neo Tournament, right?
Yeah.
Are
you using his burst in the Neo tournament?
No. I'm using his, super.
Yum. Funny that.
Whatever, those are good gets for banners that are discounted anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
you got some good stuff.
That Realm LMR is real. The Kuja USB and the Matoya USB are real. That glint on Cecil. Yeah, that's alright. Sort this by Series 12. I do want to see if I can confirm that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, like, the good gets that I got. I got, fucking,
Can I get a...
I got Prompto's USB. And, let's see, Double on...
Yeah, there it is. I do have his Ultra.
God, I'm having some wicked brain farts.
Oh, right. His Ultra is the one that actually elements him.
I mean, yeah, like, you got a ramp going into it. A ramp that is at least appreciable because he is slow as shit. So, you know, you at least get some mileage out of it.
Yeah. Alright. Let's get there. Let's do this shit.
Okay, I'm here. You're going with dollar first, right?
Oh, yeah. I guess I should do the dollar draw.
Okay, well, ready to go.
Hold up. It's loading. It's thinking. Alright.
A dangerous pastime.
I'm sitting here at 100 gems in 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
Alright. What's it gonna be, Togepi?
Garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. That's to be
It
expected.
can always happen.
Yeah, I mean, it happened yesterday.
Yeah. Alright, so,
This will use 50 Mithril.
yep, I'm there.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. And I lean back.
Alright, let's crack her open. Oh, disco detected. One disco, 2 5-stars. Let's see what comes out. Alright. Ah, Cloud LMR. That's nice. I have no idea what that sword is.
A book.
Oh, fuck yeah!
That's right, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby!
The boy.
Get that.
The boy.
Oh my god, we got the same Ultra, motherfucker!
Also, thank you, Shotgun Dirge, for the 5 gifted subs.
Newbie, that's the power of teamwork.
That's
you
the
realize
pa-
we got the same USB, right?
That's the power of teamwork, baby.
Holy shit.
Also, yo dog. That glint, though.
That glint. Ah, yeah, I got Onion Glint as well. Oh, damn. I'm having a moment right now.
The boy.
The boy's real. You got Tyro Glint, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got Onion Glint. There is not a single thing that, like, I am upset with. This is all so good.
I'm so happy that the boy's back.
God. Yeah, even Cloud LMR. I was worried that I would hit his Arcane, but no, like, I got the good stuff. I have his USB too, so that's gonna fit in real nicely.
What's Onion Knight's glint? Yeah, it's weakness boost plus high quick cast, and the thing that's very important about that is unlike most of his other DPS stuff, it's not typed specifically to be physical or
Yeah,
magic.
you can use him for physical or magic. It's just a flat weakness boost.
You see that boy? Show me that boy.
Yeah, like, I praise Furion's Glint for much the same reason. Because it fits with everything that Furion does.
Show me that boy.
Man,
Look at
what
that
a way to
boy.
end the stream. Congratulations on your good boy.
That boy.
Oh, that boy.
Alright. That was a solid banner review. I will definitely just post this tomorrow. And
Jesus, I don't actually know if I'm going, like, I really don't know if the other 4 banners, you know, float my boat. We'll see. I might just do a pull on Final Fantasy 6 Banner 2 or something, because I like Umaru and Gao. You're not my dad. Oh, man.
trying to make sure that this emulator doesn't fucking... Wait, what's the fucking Royal Crucible? Oh, right, yeah, Healing Smite. Hello, it's back. In Pog form. I need to pick that up.
There's
Because
more of a Crucible. Crucible is a fun word to say.
that's good for many of my teams.
And balance changes are probably... Vincent just got Machinist.
I'm trying to figure out when we're going to do Gauntlet of Warriors. What the fuck is Honor Among Thieves? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's just fest stuff.
Yeah, I don't know when we're gonna do that because... Oh, it's easy fights that give a bunch of relics.
Okay, so it's just like the thing where, like, Gilgamesh stole some swords, go find him and beat him up for, you know, newer players.
Also... Oh, wow, yeah, that's cool. The rank S medal, which is Dark and Poison Resist.
Yeah, that works.
That's real.
That sure is an extremely specific Melty Gemini take.
Also... Cuchulaon.
Yeah.
Oh! Cutscene. I'm fine with this.
That's fine, you recorded it. It is there for posterity.
I mean,
I love these cutscenes.
It would be missed anyway because I would have to get in here to do garbage.
Yeah. I really enjoy the fact that they have injected a tiny bit of their story stuff into the fest events.
Yeah, it took a good 3 years. But it's very nice that we actually have, like, in the same way that, you know, like, I was sitting in bed last night doing the Christmas mini event for Grand Blue, and it was very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Where they find literal Santa Claus injured and help him recover. And there's
you remember the time when Square made a game where you actually fight Santa Claus as a gigantic hell beast in Ice Castle?
No.
That was Secret of Mana.
Oh, right.
I think one of the bigger things about this is that Tyra and Alara have a very good dynamic in just like from a perspective of Final Fantasy fans. You have the fanboy who knows like literally everything about everything ever and is just way over enthusiastic, and you have the casual newcomer who doesn't really get what's going on but is having fun anyway.
Are we not getting the Dark Holy Resist accessory that Japan got for Christmas? We will probably get that in the summer.
Yeah, because that was Christmas to them.
Yes.
Summer to us.
Also, remember, here's the whack thing. The Christmas event that we just got. So, the Christmas event, like, dungeon that we just got with Shiva at the end was supposed to be the dungeon that we got during Fest in summer, because that was a Christmas festival for Japan.
Yeah, sometimes they run into issues like this where the theming is just so out of whack they can't just ignore it.
They couldn't have given us that event, that dungeon, for our Christmas because it had an Apocalypse Double Plus fight in it. Yeah, there's a weird thing that keeps happening with shit like that. Hey, is Healing Smite only Holy typed?
Yeah, I believe so.
Whack.
Well, I mean, it's a holy move.
I know, but Knight has 2 types.
Yeah, actually, you make a good point.
I literally bring Orlando to Ixion.
Yep.
Yeah, when's Dirt Smite?
It. Dirt Smite.
Healing Dirt.
Dirt Smite sounds like just a weird off question that Smite would have put in the pit. Yo, what is Dirt Smite?
Dirty healing. Dirty heals done dirt cheap.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that part of JoJo's Part 7 where like Joseph pulled out the 5-hit with the off heal on one of the guys.
Dirty heals at a reasonable price.
Look, I had to go somewhere. I don't know where I was going, but I had to go somewhere because it's there, man.
What is that fucking localization?
They go in some whack places when they find out that they can't actually use the same names.
Hold up. I'm
Worst company, dog. Worst company.
Okay, I gotta look this up for interrupting the cutscene. The English name for D4C is Filthy Axe at a Reasonable Price.
Yep.
Oh, so good. It's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, the English localization for Bad Company is Worst Company.
Mm-hmm. I'm also a fan of Boys, Men, Men.
Oh my god, I forgot that was in the same arc. JoJo's just a smart show, dog.
JoJo's is a smart show. Oh, is this just go out and fight boys? Flaccid Pancake. God. Fuck.
Wait, what was Flaccid Pancake?
Limp Biscuit.
Oh my god. Alright, there was also, for craft work, it was arts and crafts.
Oh, is this basically the weapon battle? Sorry, I had a guttural reaction when I scrolled down to the bottom and noticed that there's rewards for the 300 fights. Hopefully these are balanced better than the weapon fights, because weapon fights sucked.
Yeah, what was that difficulty called? Like, oh, it was called Fellstar. Yeah, those fights sucked.
Fellstar.
Those fights were basically just have Rosa USB or go fuck yourself.
Pretty much.
Oh man, they're so bad.
Well, I have better tech for this now, so that should be bad. Well, I think there isn't much else we can talk about. As far as the stream schedule goes for this garbage, Sunday. So, okay, hold up. I'm gonna open this up and then bring up a thing over here as well. Oh, login bonus.
Yeah, we don't have a proper event for this week because of Fest, but all that means is that you just get to do all of the Fest stuff next week.
So, about that.
Okay.
What
is Sunday?
So.
Okay.
I'm trying to bring up the schedule real fast.
I was about to say, like, that cuts into... Oh, it cuts a little close to what we're planning to do that coming week.
Here we go. Feast of Glory. So, notice. Gauntlets of Warriors. It's there from the beginning. The question is it all released by then? The worst question is, if you look at this right here...
Fury's Roar.
When does it release?
Okay, Yeah, that's kind of a shame.
Yeah, they want it to drop on New Year's. Which means
right, because they're also doing the 33 poll on New Year's.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they don't know that two assholes are going up to DC that week. It's fine, right?
So, I may just have a back-to-back, no stream next week, or maybe what I'll do this Sunday is I'll do the new event stuff, the Realm Dungeons? Not Realm Dungeons.
Record Dungeons?
Record Dungeons, yes. Because the other thing is, I'm curious, the release schedule for Gauntlet of Warriors. Sure does the last one release on the 29th.
Yeah, it's a little weird because, like, they have an entire week to do this, but it might just be, like you said, they want to backload it to New Year's, because New Year's, yay!
So, probably what we're looking at is this Sunday, Record Dungeons. Next Sunday, the 3 event, and that's also, I think, when the 3 Torment drops. And then that Monday, which would be the 7th, I'll probably do all the fest stuff. Because then, by then, everything's out. I can do the 33 pool there. You know.
Yeah.
Everything. It sounds good in my book. But I think we are done for this stream. I'm gonna name this and just upload this so I can get this on YouTube ASAP. And yeah. Next time, next banner review. I'll see you then.